Hey everyone, this is VHoldSafe32 back with another deck review. I think the video I just posted with the tie-dye deck review and the Giant Cupcakes review is the first ever review of those two decks. And I'm sure there's other reviews that are done of the first of, those specific decks. Like the Virginia Slims, I don't think anyone's ever done those. And now, yet another first. I don't think I've seen any reviews yet for the B Erdanaseum deck, and if an Octopus get palm. Actually, I think this one, no, I haven't seen it reviewed yet. It's going to be reviewed by somebody, but I haven't seen it yet. Anyways, these are some of the newest decks from Dan and Dave. I don't plan on reviewing the V6 because there's countless other reviews out there already, and I don't think I could do it any better than those ones that have been reviewed. If you do want a review on the V6, check out Sack Productions 101. She's awesome at reviewing decks of cards, and she's also just totally awesome in many other ways. She's great at flourishing, great at card magic, and she has so many things she's great at that I can't even remember them all. But anyways, check out Sack Productions 101 for a review, and there are other reviews out there as well. Anyways, this is the new B Squeezers deck that they put out. Actually, it's called the B Erdanaseum. This is the front. It says it's a very retro looking box, old school. On the top it says New York Consolidated, the New York Consolidated Card Company, and of course it says B in the middle, and there is the B, and it says playing cards and number 92 at the bottom. And I don't think any other one of their B decks say number 92 on the front of the box. On this side says New York Consolidated Card Company. And it even has the address 222 to 228 West 14th Street, New York. Good luck finding that. They don't exist anymore. And this side the same thing. At the top it says Squeezers, although can't make it all out because of the seal, which is a black bicycle seal, USBC seal. And on the bottom it says distributed by Dan and Dave and Conjuring Arts to commemorate the Erdanaseum Helena MT August 2011 Ambiogram by Scott Kim. And it's made by the US Playing Card Company. And there's the back. It says New York Consolidated Card Company on top. And there's B, playing cards, Squeezers, number 92. Round corners and enameled. Very interesting. And flip open. And we got trademark information on the flap. And I like to bend the flap so it's not in the way. There's a lot of people who are not too happy with the back design of the cards, which you'll see right there. There is this card, which has a Dan and Dave ad card on one side. The other side, it's an ad card for basically Conjuring Cards, AskAlexander.org. Memberships on that site are expensive, like we're talking hundreds of dollars, and it's really ridiculous. And then we got this card. This, I believe, is what the original back design of the cards was, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I've heard that it was the original back design of the cards or the box or something. They actually kind of, I don't know. It does not look that great. It looks like they put it together improperly. You can see there's big gaps here, white gaps, and it's just a terrible job of printing this card. As far as I'm concerned, it does not look very good at all. And on this side, this is some information on the expert at the card table, S.W. Erdanase, of which they've recently discovered he might actually be known as W.E. Sanders. And I mean, pretty much has all the same letters in the words, both the words, so could be. Anyways, this is what the back of the cards look like, and it says SW Erdnase, and also WS. So it says SW and WS Erdnase on there, just in case is WS Sanders and not SW Erdnase. And it's a pretty nice back design. I mean, it's not the greatest back design, but it's looks like a casino playing card actually. A lot of people don't really like it and haven't gotten it because of it, but I think it's alright. The rest of the deck is basically your standard B deck. This is a little bit different though. The Jokers are your standard B Jokers, except they are in black and white. I've never seen the Jokers in black and white. Kind of old school, I guess. Ace of Spades is your standard B Ace of Spades, basically. And the rest of the cards are your standard B cards. Court cards are a little bit more old school, as you can see. As are the rest of the cards, the pips and everything are more old school. Looks really nice though. There are no other special gaff cards or anything like that. One thing I will tell you is why it's called a squeezer is not because it's related to the squeezers decks that we've seen, like the angel back squeezers or the bulldog squeezers, but it's because of how the indexes are done on these cards, the indices. And what that means is when they talk about squeezers, they're talking about the fact that you can hold these cards like this very close together and you can see all the indices. You can squeeze them together very tightly. You can see all the indices, and this is used to hide your hand in a game of cards. As you can see all the indices and all squeezed together. With a regular deck of cards, it's not a squeezers. They're actually not that close to the edge, and it's harder to do that. And that's simply why they're called squeezers, because of that special indice. Now, they seem to handle nice so far. The durable nice. They spread really nicely, and I'm sure they fan nicely as well. It's very good quality. B decks are always a good quality, as are bicycles. So that's what you get with this deck. It seems to be pretty nice, and pretty much it looks like your basic B finish on the cards, like a linen finish or an Erdanseum finish, whatever it may be. Doesn't specifically say, just says it's embossed. And now the deck I'm sure you're all waiting for. If an octopus could palm. And that's what it looks like. There's a big octopus on the front of the box. A really nice blue box. And it says, if an octopus could palm. It looks just like the book. Kind of like the original B Erdnase deck. And the octopus is holding a bunch of cards, including a Jack of Spades, which could obviously be used as the reveal. Built-in reveal. On this side it says, if an octopus could palm. On the other side it says, by Dan and Dave. On top it says, playing cards. On the bottom it says, if an octopus could palm, limited edition playing cards. And illustration by Juan Luis Brunel and by Dan and Dave Buck. And the backs look like this. It reminds me of what the skin of an octopus might look like. Kind of scaly, if you will. Very interesting looking. And there's nothing on the flaps at all. No reveals. No trademark information. Nada. I open it up. Very interested to see what they look like. Okay, let's see. The first card we have is an ad card. Looks like the front of the box, if an octopus could palm, by Dan and Dave. And on the back, there's some information on Dan and Dave's on the deck. It says, by reading this, you're already on your way to thinking outside the box. Look beyond, be inspired, create. Because, after all, if an octopus could palm, well, so could you, I guess. Yeah, I don't see any jokers, but there are 3 special cards we'll look at. I guess these are the jokers. There's 1 card. There's the back of the cards. Pretty nice looking, I think. It's different, it's original, it's ingenious, in my opinion, to come up with a design that's unique and different and looks good. And on this side it says, if an octopus could palm. There is, it could be used as a gaff card or whatever. It's very interesting. Now, I imagine these are the jokers because there are no others. And this one, got an octopus. It looks like he is reading the If an Octopus Could Palm book while holding a deck of cards and palming it. Very interesting. If only we had 8 arms that we could palm with and read a book at the same time. And it says, cartoon by Ricky Smith on the bottom. I don't know who he is, but very interesting. Looks like it was drawn by a kid, in my opinion. And on this one, got an octopus, and there is a fist hanging off what appears to be a 2x4. And the fist has a card on it, which looks like an ace of spades. It's hard to tell, so ace of spades reveal. I'm a little bit underwhelmed by these jokers, but it's different, it's unique. And then the rest of the card, oh crap. The rest of the deck, I should say, pretty much a standard bicycle. There is a very plain ace of spades. This is kind of like the one that they had in the Magic on deck, and it just says at the bottom, the D&D Playing Card Company. You can't make it out because, well, you can see there's writing there. It's in a really bright yellow, so it's hard to make out. But it says there, Dan and Dave Playing Card Company. Very plain, basic ace of spades, which sometimes works. It's, it's alright. Nothing wrong with it. Although, being a custom deck would have been nice to see a little bit more customization. Faces of the cards are your standard bicycle faces. Chord cards are also your standard bicycle chord cards, except the blue on them is much lighter, kind of like the color of the box. Looks good. As you can see, the colors are just a little bit lighter on the chord cards. And that is basically it. That's what the deck looks like. Spreads nicely. Needs to be broken in a little bit, evidently. Rolls nicely. Fans nicely. I have no idea what kind of a finish is on it. I assume it's the same as Magic on deck, which is like a magic finish. But I don't know for sure. Don't take my word for it. I really don't know. But that's what I imagine it as, is magic finish on it. Anyway, that's If an Octopus Could Palm and the B Erdanaseum Squeezers deck. As usual, if there's any decks you want to see reviewed, let me know and I'll get on that. Well, with that, I have taken up enough of your time for today, so I'll see you next time.